Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I think you guys may know who Jordan Peterson is, and we had some disagreements with this man, but I still do like Jordan Peterson, even though I think some of his opinions on anonymity or what have you is just horrible. It doesn't mean that when I disagree with this man that I hate him. I think he has a lot of good things to say, but there's just some things he's dumb on. However, it seems like Canada is being a 1984 because they want to put him into a camp. Yeah, that's right, a camp. Oh, you don't believe me? Well, we're going to go directly over it. Jordan Peterson from himself. The Ontario College of Psychologists has demanded that I submit myself to a mandatory social media communication retraining with their experts for, among other crimes, retweeting Pierre Poilievre and criticizing Justin Trudeau and his political allies. I have been accused of harming people, although none of the complainants involved in the current action were clients of Mun. I think it means none there, past or present, or were even acquainted with any of my clients. I am to take a course of such training with reports documenting my progress or faith an in-person tribunal in suspicion of my right to operate as a licensed clinical psychologist. About a dozen people from all over the world submitted complaints about my public statements on Twitter and Rogan over a 4-year period, out of the 15 million who follow me on social media, claiming that I had harmed people, not them, with my views. He goes on to say, in its wisdom, Ontario decided to pursue these complaints even though they could have dismissed them. I have been accused of harming people, although... Okay, so he keeps on going and saying with this. And even though many of them falsely claim that they were or had been clients of mine and were allowed by CPO to charge to have their complaints investigated despite this falsehood. We are now in a situation in Canada under Justin Trudeau where practicing professionals can have their livelihoods and public reputations threatened in a very serious manner for agreeing with the official opposition and criticizing major government figures. If I comply, the terms of my re-education and my punishment will be announced publicly. I have already had the second most serious category of punishment levied against me, and I have been deemed at a high risk to re-offend. Canadians, your physicians, lawyers, psychologists, and other professionals are now so intimidated by the commissaire overlords that they fear to tell you the truth. This means that your care and legal counsel has been rendered dangerously unreliable. Ask Queen's U.R. Professor Party Bruce if he concurs on the legal front. To reiterate, I face public disgrace, mandatory political re-education, disciplinary hearing, and potential loss of my clinical licensing for agreeing with Pierre Poilievre and criticizing our standing PM Justin Trudeau. I am winning if CP Ontario concurs, which they won't, to make absolutely everyone of all this fully public so that everyone can decide for themselves what is actually happening, and to let the chips fall where they will in consequence. So, that's what's happening to Jordan Peterson, and we also have here with this, Telegraph and what have you, it seems that it's been a problem. A Canadian psychologist and author Jordan Peterson could be stripped of his license to practice clinical psychology over his sharing of political posts on social media. We already know that of all this stuff. Peterson says he got in hot water with the college because he retweeted posts about PM Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre, Trudeau advisor and Girl Butts, New Zealand PM Jacinda Ardern, and others. The college has ordered Peterson to undergo mandatory social media communication retraining, blah 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 blah, something we already know. Peterson has said, I have absolutely refused to do so, said Peterson. The next step for the college is to demand that he submit an in-person disciplinary hearing. If Peterson does not satisfy the college and commit to changing his behavior, it could strip him of his license to practice. So, yeah, it looks like Justin Trudeau, dumpster fire, is really trying to go with the whole Hitler approach. So yeah, if you guys want to start saying that Justin Trudeau is not a terrible person, we'll look no further, because he's doing exactly what we think he was going to be actually doing. So, it even goes to say that this is going to be quite bad. Well, I don't know about you guys, but it seems like Jordan Peterson is, you might want to come into the States, Peterson, because it seems like your country is going to all absolute hell, and I don't think you should have to be living there any longer. Canada is, also has a possibility of euthanizing people, including kids, as we went over this, so I'm not really too terribly surprised. I think it's about time that we realize the consequences of what these authoritarians, totalitarians, and I would even go as far as to say fascists, etc., are trying to do. They're all connected. Better watch out, guys, because this easily could come to America. This is the reason why we fight. This is the reason why we don't back down. We back down, we get this. And I know you guys don't want that. Alright, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, take care.